dream home in just 4 weeks. Hi, I'm Sasha deBretton and I'm in these beautiful parklands in Duncraig, very close to a home we're about to renovate. This is the growing family. The kids are nearly ready to move on. The home is so dated, brown brick, and we're going to turn it into a modern abode for them, give them the lift they need, create that new lifestyle, and very importantly, add the value. Let's go and take a look. Here we are in the bedrooms. Now, Julie is one of my designers. How are you, Jules?
Oh, really good, really good.
And Julie was actually the designer on this job. So I came to see the clients initially with Julie, and then Julie took over from there, and she's come up with some great new ideas that we're going to show you in a minute. But here we are in one of the bedrooms. They've got pink rooms.
Yep, this room was covered in posters and there was damage in walls, so yeah, it's been a bit of prep here for the painters, kept them busy, but it's going to look great.
Lots of patching, as you can see, and they've got green walls, blue walls, every colour wall in the house.
As you'll see.
So what are you doing with the design?
We're keeping it fairly simple. This is a boys' teenage retreat, so the colours are fairly neutral in here, and the carpets. I'm looking for some funky bedspreads and that kind of thing, so it's neutralising the walls, just making best use of the space. He's going to have a big TV, you know, typical teenage retreat, so it'll be nice, relaxing room for them. He'll never move out.
But the main changes are happening in the kitchen.
Main changes are in the kitchen, lounge and the bathroom. That's where all the main stuff's happening, but yeah, there's still a lot of preparation to go on in here first, as you can see.
Great job, Jules. So let's check out the lounge and kitchen.
Okay, let's have a look.
We're in the kitchen section of the home. Now there's quite a lot of work going on here. As you can see, we've taken this wall out here, Jules.
Yep.
And it had a tiny little kitchen before, so we're extending it right through.
We're going to extend it right through. We're going to get rid of this corner section here, so it will be a true galley kitchen, which will open it all up through here. There'll be a pantry here because the storage is a bit limited in this place, and with all the drawers and the fridge will be down there, so it'll be a much more workable kitchen, and they'll have a small dining area. They've got a big bar stool and table here so that they can look out onto the pool through that window.
This already looks so much bigger because you can imagine when the wall was here, it was really cut in half. So, you know, when we can take out walls and knock out spaces to make the home double the size, this is going to be a great wow factor kitchen. So let's check out the lounge. In the lounge area here, you can see we've knocked out these, well, we're about to knock out these arches. The whole house had arches everywhere, which is very, very dated. So we're taking that out, putting a lintel in, squaring it off and opening up the space. Now, Jules came up with some great ideas with this old bar area.
That's right, Sash. This was a bar that the clients never used. It was really just a storage space and not very attractive one. As you can see, it had an archway which came through. So what we've done is we've bricked that in. There was also another arched entry into the other end of this bar, which we've also bricked in and opened it up from the passage and now made a massive double linen space, so which has created heaps of storage for the clients, so they're wrapped, and it also gives them a great wall to put their television on, their entertainment unit as well. So, you know, for the clients, it's the best use of the space, which is what we're always looking for.
Great idea, I'm thrilled with that. You've done a really top job. I've got Sam, my real estate agent.
Hi, Sash.
Hi, Sammy. Come in to do the valuation. So you've had a look around. What do you think?
It's a very dated 70s home. It's got a lot of, it's very dark. It's got a lot of small rooms and sort of they've separated a lot of the rooms with brick walls and arches and...
There's the old arches and it's brown brick, which does make it very dark.
Does make it very dark.
So quite dated 70s style, but the location's fantastic.
Location's great. Next to the freeway, next to the train station, shopping down the road, parks and a few k's from the beach. Fantastic location.
I think it's a brilliant location, and for the price range being about what you valued it at...
Around about 6 to 620.
About 600 to 620 for the location that it's in, close to the beach, the shops and the parks. It's actually quite a good home that I feel will go up quite substantially in value because a lot of the homes are renovating in this area and lifting value. So once I've put my magic onto it, we'll see what the valuation comes in at the end.
Interesting, yes, very interesting.
Should we take a look around?
Sure.
Let's go. I'm Sasha, and today I'm down in the showroom and I'm going to show you an Asian fusion style. Now we're renovating this home in Duncraig and they like that Bali resort style. So we're going to mix contemporary with an Asian twist. Whilst we're at it, I might just show you Parisian and coastal looks as well. Clients can come down here and we can create any look for your new home. Let's go and check it out. Now this is our Asian fusion board. Now we like to mix a bit of contemporary with our Asian fusion and we take inspiration from designs all across the world. You can see this is quite a contemporary picture, but because of the wood grain, Asian countries use a lot of wood. You can see that's picked up here again in the natural bamboo. We've also got this in elements such as mats and things we can put on the floor. Then we start to bring in the colours and the patterns of the greens and the reds. So we've got some leafy coloured feature tiles here for bathrooms. We then pull that into fabrics where we have some beautiful leaf style patterns on the fabrics, taking inspiration again from the fans, the dark wood, the yellows, the greens, the stony kind of colours. This is a very beautiful Asian fusion board mixed with contemporary elements. Let's go and have a look at our Asian fusion room. Now you can see that because we live so close to Indonesia, a lot of people love that Bali style, Asian resort style retreat. Now a lot of Asian is actually quite contemporary. Lots of beautiful wood grains, then throwing in a bit of rattan. You can see all the little lentils, all the little touches. So Asian is a really easy style to do because you kind of just go contemporary and then you throw the ornamental pieces in. So from the light fittings, which are quite beautiful, they've got some little floral patterns in here, and going up to Buddha's head. Now Buddha's very typically Asian. You don't have to go a really full-on Asian, but you just have a couple of ornaments that pull in those oriental feelings in terms of colouring, the greens, the reds, the bamboo here behind me. You just pull in the leaves, you pull in the colours, put in a few ornamental pieces and you've got yourself an Asian fusion room. This is our coastal room. Coastal is very comfortable, it's relaxing, it's beachy, it's breezy, and again it's just the accessorising. So it's about bringing elements in with the glass and the rustic woods and the nice rugs and beautiful cushions that have the sandy coastal sort of Hessian looks to it. A lot of Hessian shells, rope, you know, and bringing those beautiful deep azul colours in that reflect off the ocean. You can see here we've got shutters and again this Hessian sofa. It's all about a really relaxed weekend, lazy way of living. I'm in the Parisian room. Now we've gone quite a traditional French provincial here. You get modern Parisian, which I love, the glamour Parisian, but this is quite the country style with the ornate arched windows, the beautiful old hydrangeas. We've got a really old weather-beaten buffet and traditional chairs and country style tables. We have the beautiful fleur-de-lis and the France, which is a traditional country style French. So whether you want country or whether you want modern Parisian, we can put the whole look together to create that real European styling in your own home. Here we are and we're talking about what's happening in Perth in this property market. Now, I'm introducing to you today a few property experts, one of them being Nat from Alchemy Property Mentoring Groups. She's the CEO. And what Nat does, hi Nat.
Hi Sash.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What Nat does is she's been in property development for over 10 years. She's mentored 120 clients. She's subdivided in excess of $55 million worth of land, and she has various strategies in the property market. Now, property is a hot topic at the moment because we're in an age where property prices have gone down by, you know, phenomenal amounts in Perth because we had such a boom, and we've come down into this GFC, global financial crisis, bit of a recession. So there's a lot of fear in the marketplace. People don't know what to do. Now, as you know, Nat, with our business, we renovate homes and add value in 2 weeks really, really fast, and we're building wealth and we're reversing the trends in Perth property by adding value through fast quality renovations, which is a really satisfying thing to be able to do for clients. But we're also launching the Million Dollar Club, which means that we can bring clients in, because a lot of our clients have got cash flow now and they've got equity in their homes, but they're not using it because they don't know what to buy, they don't have the time, they don't know how to renovate, they can't renovate over $20,000 without a building license. So you've been in the area of mentoring people into various property strategies. So tell us, how have you changed your strategies for this market?
Well, I think with any market, there's obviously opportunities, so it's finding those opportunities, but it also comes down to what you're after. And a lot of our clients are still after cash flow, as well as utilising the equity they have in their home. So some of the strategies I use for cash flow are options, flips and renovations. And renovations I think are great, especially the way you do it, Sash, because it is so quick. And if you can utilise your current prime residence and increase the value through a renovation, that's a great stepping stone for anyone then to embark on further property investing. So the strategies I use are quite varied, and they're varied because I generate cash flow as well as capital growth. So my capital growth strategies are different to my cash flow strategies, however they're both very important.
And that would obviously depend on the situation of the client. So you would meet with the client, find out what their financial situation, and then address their goals and start from there.
So that's basically the starting point. So we look at people's goals, and then from their goals we devise a plan. And a plan's really important because without a plan you don't know where you're going, and once you have a plan it's then taking action. And that's where a mentor is really important, because a mentor actually helps that person to be accountable and to take action, and action is definitely one of the biggest steps.
Well, like everybody says, knowledge is power, but I don't agree with that. Knowledge is not power without action, and I think the big problem today is there is that fear, interest rates are rising, the property's flat, so people just don't know where to get started. That's the main problem, so they just don't do anything, and years go past and they can't build their wealth. Now, I've renovated properties for 17 years, as have you have, and built my wealth solely through property renovation, and I've subdivided, I've done flips, I've done back-to-back settlements, I've subdivided land, all that sort of stuff. So, and really I believe in bricks and mortar, and property is, whatever strategy you do in property is a huge way to create your wealth, but you do need to take action, guys. It's very, very important. And I think property mentors, like there are business mentors for businesses, property mentors is a very important thing today, because this market with 16,000 homes on the market is perfect for buying, and so many people are going to miss the boat and miss the opportunity if they sit on their laurels and don't do anything about it because they're worried about interest rates.
Very true, very true. And like I said, I constantly get asked, what's the market doing right now? Really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the market's doing, because it comes down to the deal. And my role is to help people find those outstanding deals, rather than the good deals, the outstanding deals. So it comes down to each individual deal that the person's doing.
I agree with that. In any market, there's always opportunities. It's just a matter of how to find them. So what are your 3 top tips in property strategies?
Well, I think for anyone who's embarking on any type of property strategies, first of all, they need to have a clear goal of where they want to go, and then obviously devise a plan. So that would be number 1. And then 2, find yourself a mentor. Find someone who's doing what you want to do, and find the best mentor that you can. And I think that's one of the points that people overlook sometimes, is they just find someone and think that, that's okay. But you really need to do your research and find the best in their field.
I feel that's crucial.
Yeah, so people you want to aspire to, and people who have a track record. Tip number 3 is to take action and have that mentor, who's there to keep you accountable and keeps you on track with your plans. It's like having a personal trainer, when you go to the gym.
So have a goal, find a mentor, and take action.
And educate yourself.
Yes. Just an extra tip.
That's right.
Thanks, Nat. We'll speak to you soon.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye.
Here we are in the kitchen, and we're going to have a look at some of the lighting that we've seen in the lighting shops. We're using natural light here, so you get a nice soft light and your power's not being run all day. We're also using downlight, so it adds to the dramatic effect of your kitchen, highlights up your bench tops and your floors, and adds to the wow factor. Here we are in the smallest room of the house, which is the bathroom, and we want to try and make it feel like a large room. So in this room, to get that effect, we've used lineal lines. Now what I mean by that is we've used lineal lines here in the splashbacks of the tiles, we've used them again here in mosaics, and we've also used them to dramatic effect in the vanity. So if you want to make your bathrooms feel larger, consider using lineal lines because it gives you a great sense of space with a dramatic look as well. So here we are now in the bedroom. Now through this house we have actually used one colour, except in this room where we've used a very soft feature wall behind the master bed. Now the trend is now to move away from feature walls. We are using quite a lot of wallpaper, but in most homes now we're using the same colour palette right the way through, and we're changing that effect with lighting. So you can see in this room here, even with bedside lamps, it creates a shadow and creates dramatic effect. There are other types of lighting like standard lamps, you've got pendant lights, you've also got directional lights from the ceiling so you can light up your paintings, and doing those things, that changes the effect of paint on walls. It subtly changes the colour and it gives you an overall dramatic effect, and that adds to that wow factor.
Here we are in the kitchen, and I've got my gorgeous client Sandra. How are you, Sandra? And Julie, the lovely designer. So Julie and Sandra met a few weeks ago, and we did this renovation for Sandra, doing her whole house, and really we turned it from drabulous to fabulous, didn't we?
Oh, haven't you? It started off being arches everywhere, the colours were dark. I met Julie at the home show, and when they came and saw me afterwards, Julie and Sash, they came in and said to me, look, we can change this for you. The experiences that we've had in the past with the bathroom, they've told us, you know, we get other tradesmen in, you do this, you do that, and with them doing the whole lot for me, it's been so stress-free. And I've walked in and it's just wow, I just absolutely love it.
That's fantastic, and I mean, I think that's the main criteria is that people have to normally, when they renovate, do it all themselves. If they haven't got the building licence over 20,000, or if they contract other people, then they've got to go and buy the vanity and all the tiles, and a big hassle. So we come in, we choose everything. You went on a shopping day, chose the whole selection.
Yep.
Colours and lighting in the kitchen, we put the whole lot together so you can just have a hassle-free renovation.
Oh, I have, and I can't sort of express enough how it's just been a really enjoyable experience.
And just before Christmas, so you got the Christmas present.
I've got all my family coming here and it's great, I'm just loving it.
We're back in the Tignall family home, and we've just finished their renovation in a couple of weeks, and Sam, the agent who valued it at $620,000 prior to renovation, is back to see the aftershots. What do you think?
It's a fantastic job once again, light and airy, completely new property.
And what do you value it at today?
In today's market I would appraise it at about $770,000.
Well, that's fantastic. That's a $150,000 rise within a couple of weeks' work.
But they still have the outside that doesn't complement the inside, so...
Yeah, so really potential to add more value there. How much do you think?
I think they could make about another 100, if not more, on doing outside renovations.
And this is the tip, guys, that when you renovate, you will always create instant wealth, and they've made $150,000 on the inside of the house. They can borrow against that now to finish stage 2, renovate the outside, and then they make even more money. We'll show you next time how we do this on each and every property to add instant wealth and get your dream home fast.